All right, let me really hit my point. Jab it even further in there. When we think of a high value man in general, usually we think of money, status, looks. But there's something way more important, and that's my point here. I'm breaking things down to its most basic. If you're a loser, objectively, by society's judgment, you wake up at 2 in the afternoon all the time, you go out all the time, you don't really have any direction in life, but you don't think you're a loser, then people aren't going to think you're a loser. I mean, they can think so, but you don't care. And so because you don't care what people think, you don't take yourself too seriously, and you're not like caring what other people think, well, that makes you not a loser. Meanwhile, someone that has all this money and status, but he's doing it because that's what is acceptable, and he's doing it to get validation from others, and he's taking himself way too seriously, and he's super like uptight about it all, and he's just like, oh, I don't have $1 million yet, I'm such a loser. He has a negative feeling of himself, even if it's just because he doesn't have $1 million yet. It doesn't matter what it is. That person is more of a loser. You have to just own who you are, good and bad. And women especially will find that will give you respect, because women, compared to men, women are, pretty hard on themselves. And so when men are just like, I don't give a fuck, like, and you just live your life that way and you just don't care, well, that's attractive. And men too, a lot of men are insecure and worry what other people think. So when you don't, they like that vibe. They want to be around that vibe. You're not too serious. You help them get out of their head and all of the bullshit in their head, because you're just chill. You're not tripping, and you're not a sucker for all of the expectations that society puts on us. And so since you're not another sucker, they really find that as a breath of fresh air, You're independent. You're not dependent on what society expects of you and what therefore people think of you. Peace.